A visiting priest was very long-winded with his homily. Worse, every time he made a good point in the homily, someone shouted out, "Amen," which just inspired him to go even longer and longer and longer. Somebody else would shout out, "Amen." He'd go even longer and longer during his homily. Well, after a few minutes of this, or more than a few minutes, the pastor in back started shouting out, "Amen, Pharaoh. Amen, Pharaoh." And the visiting priest is hearing this, but keeps going on with his homily. And again, the pastor shouts out from the back of the church, "Amen, Pharaoh." Well, eventually, the visiting priest finishes his homily, finishes Mass. He greets his congregation at the end of Mass. When the visiting priest goes up to the pastor, he says, "What exactly were you trying to tell me when you kept saying, 'Amen, Pharaoh'?" The pastor replied, "I was telling you to let my people go." Patrick liked that one. I promise I won't keep you here all day. Today's gospel clearly speaks to me one powerful message. The consequences of fidelity and faithfulness to the Lord is this: we must be different. We must be different. There's a beautiful story that captures this reality. Every morning, Marie would accompany her friend Janet to the newsstand. And Jan would always put down money for the newspaper and would greet the newsman very courteously, "Good morning, how are you?" He was always gruff and mean in return. Every day, "Good morning," and in return the newspaper guy, gruff and mean, gnarling. One day, the two were walking, and Marie asked Janet, "Every morning, are you so polite and kind to him when you put the money down for the paper?" She says, "Every morning, I say, 'Good morning.'" And she said, "Every day, is he always so mean and gruff to you in return?" She said, "Yeah, every day I put down the money and I say good morning. He's very gruff and mean, never says good morning." And she says, "Why are you so polite and kind to him? He's always so mean and rough to you." And she said, "Because I don't want him to decide how I'm going to act. Because I don't want him to decide how I'm going to act. I'll continue being nice. If he chooses to be mean, that's fine, but I will be myself and keep saying good morning." There's a lesson there for all of us in life. In life, don't ask yourself, does God have a place in my life? Ask instead, what place does God have in my life? Not always a popular question by society standards, and may even cause division. Thomas Merton, the well-known Trappist monk, once said, "We're not at peace with ourselves because we're not at peace with God. We're not at peace with God because we're not at peace with ourselves."